In the eyes of society, I ticked off all the boxes. In the eyes of cultural conditioning, I ticked off all the boxes. I had all the things: the nice house, the nice car, Mercedes family SUV, great husband, awesome dog, the great job, awesome kid, and yet I still felt empty and lost and confused, longing for something. I didn't know what. I didn't really know who I was. I thought by doing all of this, I would know who I was, and I would feel this sense of purpose, and I would feel this sense of accomplishment and like I was something. But yet here I was, still feeling lost, still feeling confused, inside, very unhappy, even though on the outside, I looked happy and I had all the things, but I didn't really know who I was. I was so busy chasing after everyone else's dreams and everyone else's suggestions, things that I should do to have this quote unquote happy, fulfilled life. I forgot to ask myself what it is that I wanted, who I really wanted to be, who I really wanted to serve, what I really wanted to do with my life. I didn't get to this point that I came to this realization until I literally had suicidal thoughts and thought, well, I've done everything I'm supposed to do and I'm still not happy. And I'm not serving the best that I feel that I should. I don't feel like I'm giving anything to anybody. If anything, I'm an inconvenience to the planet at this point, because I'm confused now more than ever of what I should be doing with my life, even though I've done everything that everyone's told me to do. What? It was in this moment I realized, why don't I give it a go? Figure out what it is that I want to do. Figure out who it is that I am. Nothing changes if nothing changes. What can I do different to figure out who it is that I am? Stop pointing the finger at everything else. It was time to point the finger at me. It was time for me to take responsibility of the life that I had, because nobody created that life except for me. There are so many moments where I had nudges to go in this direction, but I chose to ignore them because they were not safe. They were not logical. They were not responsible. They were not mature, or whatever, fears that come up around going against the norm, going against logical reasoning. Now all I do is listen to all the nudges, because those are nudges from your heart and your soul, pointing you to the right path. And I don't regret anything in my life, because it all led me to where I am now. So what are the nudges that you are ignoring? Because God, divine, source, universe, whatever you want to label it, the energy that is greater than all of us, that created us, that you are an extension of, is always giving you nudges and signs. It's just a matter of you listening and following and trusting. That's the path you should be taking. It could be something as little as going for a walk, going right instead of left, putting in for a position that you don't think you're qualified for, quitting a job, leaving a relationship, ending family ties. There's so many things that we know deep within that we get these little taps, then they turn into pushes, then they turn into big nudges, and we just don't listen sometimes. Because, God forbid we think outside the box. We go outside our comfort zone and we do something scary that might risk it all. Risk what? You only have one life. The point of all this is, when I reach this point of, I don't know if I want to live anymore, what is the purpose of my life? That's when I really knew I needed to really dig deep inside and really take the time, no matter what, to figure out what it is that I wanted. So I dove into all kinds of books, courses, all the things. Finally one day I was like, I'm going to invest in a coach. It sounds crazy. It doesn't sound logical. It's scary AF. The biggest investment I've ever done in myself, besides a university education. But that wasn't for me. That was also to tick off another box. This was actually something that I wanted to do for myself. Everything worked out. It was the best decision I ever made, and it led me to do this, to get to do what I get to do now, and I have the most beautiful, amazing life. No, it's not perfect because perfection does not exist, but I am genuinely happy. Do I have moments of low points? Yes, but the low points are learning curves, they're redirection. It's not that there's anything wrong with them. It's just a time to reflect and figure out, well, why do I feel this way? What do I need to change? What do I need to evolve? Where do I need to turn or turn around or go back? That's all it is. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. Once again, listen to the nudges. They're talking to you all the time.